Hello again, everybody. I hope you're all keeping well. It's not in my nature to be a cancel culture type. I don't like that kind of carry on. I don't like that kind of way of doing things. But when it comes in the form of a declaration of war, which is what the 600 Drum Shambles petition signatures were, you have to meet force with force. So therefore, when I had organized that I get as many people as possible from my followers to email the details of the list and the list of people and the details on what they did to the U.S. State Department and U.S. Embassy in Dublin that they cancel a free speech event, an art event, uh, which is now what causes refusal of visas into the United States. So many have done so. It looks like we actually got Kneecap's tour, October tour for the U.S. Council. Now they're saying it's because of this. One of the idiots in that band is ongoing trial. That's just an excuse. I'm pretty sure they probably were told the visas were cancelled because it wasn't just that. People had forwarded a tweet by their manager practically having a sexual orgasm on October 7th when news was coming through that Jewish kids, an Irish lady, was slaughtered and kidnapped by Hamas on October 7th. So what's good for the goose is good for the she-day then, okay? This is an ideological war, and why should we be the nice guys in every case? I don't like normally doing this, but I feel absolutely no guilt about it. They wanted to destroy an Irish music fest, an art festival. Completely harmless, completely benign, and anyone who was there on Saturday will tell you completely wholesome. And very little politics involved. There was some, but not by me, and there was and not by 99% of the people there. It was just a small thing, and that was just not a big deal. And so everyone's allowed an opinion. I mean, I don't understand how that's a big taboo, but Kneecap calling for people to kill your local MP, being seen with his praising Hezbollah and Hamas, is that's okay. That's fine. That's a free speech you allow. But anyone who wants to talk about preserving their Irish culture, well, that's evil. That has to be banned. I'm sorry, motherfuckers. You stepped into the arena, and now you're going to have to own that shit, and you're getting your arses handed back to you on a plate now. And it should be very interesting to see how this develops. Mike Scott of the who signed that thing. Remember, we're working our way through every single name on that list. You're not just because you thought you were some kind of fucking, diversity hero for the disgusting act of signing that. That includes the British family living in Leitrim who are on that list who organised the Burns Night in Manor Hamilton. Now, isn't that interesting? A British family who organised and run the Burns. I have no problem with the Burns Night. I think this sounds like a very nice idea. Signed to cancel an Irish festival while those British living in Ireland run let's be honest. Burns Night is a British festival. I know it's Scottish, but it's like all the unionists in North. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. I think it's actually quite a nice thing, a lovely thing. But this is what we're dealing with. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done what you did. It was wicked and evil what you did. Okay, and that's why there was only one, Egypt outside the hotel in Castlebar with the Hope Not Hate, a British communist group, sign. The rest of you are all hiding away because you thought you could just sign that thing, besmirch people like me who have, many friends of many races, have people of different religions in my family, and I have to sit there and be told that I'm some kind of Nazi. No, sorry, motherfuckers. You stepped into the fucking arena and you're going to own that now, okay? For the rest of your fucking existence. And that's not going to end. I'm still furious about that. And many of us are. Who the hell is Mike Scott from the Water Boys, who culturally appropriated Irish culture for his own, his own success, and very nicely too, to sign that? And then he's looking forward to getting back to the USA. It'd be very interesting now to see what happens to Fontaine DC, the Mary Wallopers, and Mike Scott and the others who signed it. Of course they'll try to make out like, well, I don't care, it's Trump's America. But they still know that's their big gravy train over there. They still know the festivals over there are still the big money thing. You shouldn't have done what you did, okay? You shouldn't have done it. You should have not attacked an Irish cultural festival, okay? It's as simple as that. This is never going to go away. Christy Moore, you will never live this down. This is why you're blocking people left, right, and centre on your Twitter page or X page, because people are holding you accountable. The comments all over social media on the Kneecap cancelling the US tour was like, well, good, you tried to cancel an Irish festival. Good enough for you. I'm not saying that our thing reached the right ears. It's quite possible there's enough of us. So those of you who left comments saying, Sheridan, you and your little crowd will do nothing. You don't have any power. Maybe we do. Who knows? But I got news for you. Right now, the way things are standing in the state of the world, people like us have a lot more power than some woke asshole signing a petition to besmirch the name of decent Irish people who don't have a racist bone in their body with that tag. Now, if you're going to do that, if you're going to implement a witch hunt, don't ever be surprised when the pitchforks start coming to your door. I'm delighted that the Kneecap are not going to the US, not because I love cancel culture or blocking freedom of speech. A message had to be sent out that you can't get away with this. The entertainment industry for so long has destroyed people, used cancer culture to get at others. We look at all the people who dare have a different opinion in Hollywood, anywhere else, they're pushed out. You see decent people like John Lydon who, these left-wing, be kind types saying, I'm glad your wife died of Alzheimer's. Or when Morrissey had cancer, I hope you die screaming in agony. Do these people actually think they're on the side of good? You're not. You're on the side of evil. And you're paying the price. That's the end of it. He who pays the cultural Marxist piper does no longer calls the tune. It's over now. Things are changing, and you're going to find that out. Because what you did was so wicked and so evil. I wouldn't be surprised if it'll have repercussions that go into other generations. And the same for the media, who are trying to put it down as well. These British these British-owned newspapers in Ireland with the paddy whacking. Remember, paddy bashing was a huge element of that 600 petition. I went through that list, and I know loads of them who live here in Ireland, and a lot of them are British. What? Excuse me? Pardon? How many Irish people are over in Britain telling you can't have a British festival? You rolled the dice and you crapped out, and you will continue to crap out.